Forever reminded, never taking whatever you told me. I know what I could be, making emotion paintable and so tell me, is this what you made me?
Hi, chat. Hello, Paris. Hello, Bronowicks. I find it very funny that you said first after Paris said Yosh on my screen. That is mwah, perfect. I hope you're good though. I hope you're both doing lovely. We are here at 11 p.m. my time for a nice chill vibe stream. We're just going to chat. We're going to do some Tiermakers. We're going to chill the hell out. It's going to be fucking lovely. No like stress, no extreme stuff, just you and me, baby. So I guess I'm going to start with some Tiermakers chat. I got quite a few open. I say quite a few. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 open, including the one that I made for the donation goal, which if you see here is $75 LGBTQ plus character tier list. That's the one that I made. We'll do that one last probably, or somewhere in the middle. Also, if you haven't been keeping up, the spicy food for the spicy food challenge has been bought. It will arrive tomorrow, so look for that on like Friday or Sunday probably. The VR Phasmo stream at $20 is tomorrow. The group collab at $10 is, give me 1 second, is July the 1st, so that's Friday. So yeah, it's all sort of coming up in the recent near future. There we go. Okay, let's do our first tier list, shall we? The first one I've got for you, chat, is ranking all the bosses of every From Software game. Okay, so here's Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Elden Ring. There's a lot of Elden Ring bosses. But yeah, we're not going to maybe do every single one because there's a shit ton of them, but we're going to go through and do all the important ones basically. I don't know why there's two. Oh, F minus. That's why there's two Fs and there's an S plus. Okay. So Old Monk is the PvP fight. where like another player basically plays as the boss from Demon Souls, and it's like a cool idea, but I don't know. It just like often you'll get like players with broken builds, or like especially like back in the day you'd get hackers and stuff. So I think it's a good idea that's not executed well. So I think it's a D tier. Adjudicator is whatever. I don't really care. Old Hero, I don't care. Storm King is a cool little It'll be dead when the servers go down. That's a good point as well. Storm King is a cool like trick fight because you have to use the specific weapon, but I'm just not a massive big fan of trick fights, so it gets a C. What else we got here? I'm trying to find ones that like stand out to me, you know? Phalanx. Phalanx is a great first boss actually. That's like A tier. That's legitimately a good first boss. It teaches you to circle, it teaches you to try and attack from behind, it teaches you to dodge. It's a good boss. Maiden Estrella is freaking fantastic as well. The way that like you fight, hey Pan, the way that you fight her bodyguard and then she just lets you kill her because she's so just doesn't care is amazing. Tower Knight I think is a B. It's like not as good as these two, but it's still good. The going for the again, it teaches you really well. It teaches you to look for weak points and go for them. It teaches you to knock enemies down. It teaches you to use your surroundings to dodge attacks and to look out for other enemies. It's a good fight. Dragon's God is F-. We don't speak of Dragon's God. It's goddamn terrible. Flame Lurker is okay. Flame Lurker's like in that C tier. It's just a one-on-one fight, and there's like a bit of dodginess, but his whole being blind thing is kind of cool. All these other ones are just kind of whatever, to be honest with you. The Primeval Demons, whatever. King of Lant's actually pretty good. Although Old King Lant's better. We'll put King of Lant in like B and Old King of Lant in A. That's again just like a nice one-on-one duel, which is appreciated. But all these other ones are just kind of like whatever. They're just like all in here, you know? They're not necessarily bad, they're just like, oh, it's a boss fight, cool. Actually, no, Primeval Demon is terrible. Yeah, these are all in here. Demon Souls is maybe the weakest in terms of bosses. Ornstein and Smaug, on the other hand, straight to S+ tier. Fantastic fight. So hard, it's like such a nice like block between the two halves of the game. And yeah, it's hard, but it's fair. It's really well made. I love that fight. Pinwheel is like kind of shitty, to be honest with you. I think Pinwheel is the one with the masks. Yeah, he's kind of like boring. He's like a D tier. Nito is a cool idea that by the time you get to it, you're kind of overpowered for. And it doesn't hold up to it, so it gets a C. Sif is S+. Sif is good boy. He is the good boy. He is the best good boy. Four Kings again is like one of those ideas where like I like the idea, but it turns into just sort of whack at the thing and dodge. So it gets a C as well. Demon Fire Sage is a good fight. It's like the Stray and the Silent Demon, but dialed up to 10. It's a nice like, I guess like an indicator of progression. You know, you could barely beat the normal version of it, and now you could beat the fiery version of it, which is a kind of a cool feeling. So that gets a B. And then the Stray Demon gets an S. It's a fantastic first boss fight. Wait, no, sorry, the Silent Demon does. The Stray Demon gets a C. It's like, oh, it's just this thing again. Centipede Demon is... Again, it's okay. The lava is kind of whatever, and you get Summon Solaire, which is nice. But it's a D. Bed of Chaos is F-. Bed of Chaos is a terrible boss fight. I get what they were going for. It's a fantastic idea. If they ever remake Dark Souls, I bet they could turn it into something cool. But as it is, it's just... it's not good. Seath the Scaleless is a tough one. Because, like... so far we've done Demon Souls and original Dark Souls is what we're on at the minute, so... Seath the Scaleless is like the big crystally dragon, and again, that's one of those fights where it's like, oh, you have to destroy the thing to make him weak, and I get the point, it just doesn't work very well, so it gets a C. Priscilla, however, is amazing. She gets S tier. Not only is she gorgeous, I love the invisibility and having to track her footsteps to like see where she is and stuff. It's so cool. Gwendolyn is bullshit. That's an F. Gwyn is fantastic. Again, one-on-one duel. Fantastic. Sanctuary Guardian is F. Knight Altorius is S+. He's amazing. Calamite is like cool because it's so tough. So I'm going to give it a B. Manus is also very tough but not quite as good. The Taurus Demon is a... I think that's going to be an S as well. It's such a good... It teaches you to do drop attacks, you know? It teaches you to roll, to... It teaches you really well. The Gargoyles can fuck right off. I hate those. Moonlight Butterfly is kind of boring. It teaches you patience, I suppose, but whatever. Capra Demon is a weird fight. It's a weird fight. That one gets a D. Gaping Dragon's cool. Gaping Dragon can get B. Quailag? Quailag's alright, actually. It gives you good, like, dots and area effect stuff. I think Quailag can get A. Ceaseless Discharge is shit. Iron Golem is shit. Okay, now we get into, like, the weird Dark Souls 2 ones, where I've played this entire game, but I barely remember any of them. So we might actually just skip. We're going to skip Dark Souls 2. We're going to do Bloodborne instead. The One Reborn. So that's the thing that like comes from the sky and it's like born from the moon as if it was a womb. It actually reminds me a bit of where is it up here? Tower Knight. You have like these people on the sides attacking you. You can. It's actually very like Tower Knight, but I don't think it's as good as Tower Knight. Although the aesthetic is So I think it gets C. What else we got? Ebritus is fantastic. Like fighting an old one and the lasers and shit. Oh, it's good. Mikolash is a really cool boss, but the actual fight itself is just running around and it's kind of crap, so it gets a D. Murgo's Wet Nurse is pretty good. This is one where it like creates copies of itself and like slashes and shit, and it's cool. That's cool. That's a solid B. Amygdala is like, again, it's one of those boss fights where like you look at it and it's really fucking cool, but the actual boss is just kind of whatever. Although it's cool to be able to like, it's cool the way it progresses where you like hit its arms and then it rips its own arms off and attacks you with them. That's pretty cool. I think that gets a C. Martyr Logarius is really hard and a good barrier in that game. He's a B. Gurman is S+. Gurman is incredible. Moon Presence is an A. Ludwig. Wait, no, Ludwig is what I was thinking of when I get to Master Logarius. Who's Master Logarius then? Oh, no. I'm right. Ludwig is the one from the, yeah. Ludwig is an S. Ludwig is great. The Living Failures are whatever, they suck. Cleric Beast is a great first boss fight. Again, it's fantastic. Lady Maria is maybe the best boss fight in the entire of Soulsborne. It's goddamn incredible. Lawrence is not as good as the others. What is that? Oh, the Orphan of Kos is a straight up great tough boss fight that you don't have to do. It's a nice one. Father Gascoigne is so cool. These are man, Bloodborne has good bosses, chat. There's so many, chat. There's so many right now. I don't know how I'm gonna get through all these. Oh my god. We may have to stop, chat. There's too many on here. I'm going to go through, actually, and see if anything stands out to me, actually. You know what? Vicar Amelia. Vicar Amelia is great. Bloodstarved Beast is also great. The Witches I don't care about. Pearl. The Shadows Yonam. Rom is cool. Rom's actually really cool. Watchers. Thumerians. Watchdog. Yonam. Abhorrent Beast. Brainsucker. Keeper of the Old Lords. Okay. Old Demon King. Pontiff Sullivan gets up there. Pontiff Sullivan is a fantastic dude. Again, I love the one-on-one duels. They're really, really fun. Same with the Dancer. The Dancer's a really good fight. Cyrus kind of sucks. Champion of Gundyr. Dragon Slayer. Udex. The Nameless King is a freaking solid S+ as well. Although I think I just dropped it somewhere. Where's it gone? Nameless King. There we go. And on that note, I also definitely believe that the Soul of Cinder is an S. Not an S+, but an S. Sister Frida is also S. The whole three-phase thing is really cool, but it does definitely just sort of like go on a bit too long. Abyss Watchers is incredible. There was one more. Gale. Gale is also incredible. The Sekiro bosses, I never really got too far in Sekiro, so we'll skip that. Elden Ring bosses that stand out to me. Radan's really cool just because it's like unique. Mimic Tier is also cool because of the same reason. Colored Carp. No. Ancestral Champions. Astel. We're getting towards like the end of this now. There's so many bosses is what I'm trying to get at, and the fact is that the vast majority of them are fantastic. There's too many on this list, chat. We're going to move on because the next list is much better, okay? The next list is Final Fantasy XIV waifus, okay? So we're going to do it like this, okay? D tier is like the trash, I don't even want to know you. C tier is like, yeah, we can be acquaintances. B tier is, yeah, we could be friends. A tier is date me please, and S tier is mommy sorry. Alizé is S tier. Alizé is good. Alizé is the best. I love Alizé to death. This girl, I believe, is the dragon girl who's like the head of the area in Stormblood. Like her mother dies and she becomes the leader. I think that's her. I can never remember her name. But she's cute. I think we'd be friends. The woman, the big woman from Yulmore. No, I don't even want to know you. Titiana is. I feel like I have to put her in A or she'll murder me. Who's this? This is Thingy's mum. She pops into the Scions every now and then. She's alright. We could be friends with her. This is the one who was fighting for the Empire, then swapped sides to join us. Again, terrible with names, but I can remember who they are, you know? She's pretty cool. Fenulalalala, something like that. She's cool. We can be friends with her as well. I don't know who this one is, though. Is that meant to be Garuda? I think that's Garuda. Do we have other ones on here? I don't see any other primals on here, though. Is that meant to be Garuda? I'll let chat tell me. Shiva, maybe? Maybe. We've got Iceheart on here, though, who's like meant to be Shiva, you know? I don't know. That one's a weird one. We're going to put it down there. This is the awesome lady that I can never remember the name of, but she's like the leader of the rebellion from the slums in Heavensward, and she's fantastic. She's S tier. This redhead, I got no idea who this redhead is, though. I got no clue. She looks very generic. I'm giving her a D tier, chat. This is this Sloey? No, I don't think it is Sloey. Maybe? She reminds me of Sloey, that's for sure. I'll let chat tell me who that one is. This one is Rani Mana, whatever her name is. She's the white mage. We can be acquaintances. She's a bit up herself. Kryle's like my best friend. Kryle is like the best bud. Who else we got? This is the other weird primal that I've only just recently fought, but she kind of sucks, so she can be a D. This is, I can never remember her name either, but you fight her in Praetorium. She does have a unicorn. That is true. But she's still just like a kind of acquaintance. This is the evil woman from the Praetorium. She sucks. This is name. This is Sir Emmerich's like right hand lady, basically. She's fucking badass, and she is definitely dateable. Same for her, who again I'm terrible with names, but she is in the first. She is Grahatia's right hand person, and she's also amazing and dateable. Lise, I'm not sure about though. I'm really unsure about Lise. Lise is cool, but she's just very. I don't know. She's a bit stiff, you know. She doesn't. She seems to like just be a bit stiffer than the rest of these characters. So I think for Lise we're gonna be C. We're gonna be acquaintances. We could be like, oh, hey Lise, you know. What's her name? Who's the leader of Limsa Laminsa? She's kind of cool. Again, we're acquaintances. Milfinia. Milfinia is S plus instantly. We're going to run out of ones that I recognise in a minute, though. Well, not in a minute. There's quite a few left, but... Moonbreeder. Moonbreeder's cool, but also taken. So we're just going to be best buds. Potato. Princess Potato. Princess Potato is definitely an acquaintance. I don't want to be friends with royalty, you know. This one, the dark dragon girl, who is like fucking feral and constantly fending off the advances of a man because she wants a woman instead, is badass and she's S tier. Step on me. This person, I literally just did the Hildebrand quest. I cannot for life of me remember her name, but she's Hildebrand's best bud basically, and we are close friends. Tataru is like the best of best friends. I could never date Tataru, but she is like the best bud. Tataru is lovely. Right, Rin? I can't remember what name is. Fake Milfinia is an acquaintance. Oh, she's really cute. She's really lovely. I'd say we're friends. We're friends. We're friends. The other fairy, the big evil fairy, can go right away. Who else we got that I recognise? Her. She's the baddie from Stormblood. Yo something, I think. Yoshimu? I can't remember. But she is evil. Even when she like loses her memory, I still don't like her. She's D tier. Iceheart is S tier. I fucking love Iceheart. I cry for Iceheart every time. When I was spoilers for Endwalker chat. There's a moment in Endwalker when like people who you've lost like come back in a little way, and I saw Iceheart's thing and I literally burst into tears. Ishtola is S tier. Ishtola is the ultimate mummy. Again, I can't remember her name, but she is from Stormblood as well. She's the samurai guy's like right hand woman. She's a rogue. She's pretty cool. I say that she's dateable. The rest of them I don't recognise, chat. See if you can help me. Does any of these stand out as people I should know? So far though, that's not bad. Like there's a lot of... This is the joy of Final Fantasy, is that like there's people that you like thirst over, and yet there's so many of them that are just like the best of friends, you know? That's alright, Bruno Wicks. It wasn't a big spoiler, but I know how sensitive people get. But yeah, I love how like Final Fantasy has like these people you thirst over, then it just has like really good friends, you know? Like Cryo and Tataru, I would like have a drink with. She's amazing. This is Ishtola's sister. Oh yeah, Ishtola's sister. I remember. She's all right. We can be acquaintances with her. I don't recognize any of the others though. One of them's presumably the summoner person, the summoner, the girl you go to learn summoner. But I don't know who. You know who's missing from here actually is Meteon. There's no Meteon on here, and there's no what's her name? There's no fick. What's it called? The person. I'm trying to say this without spoiling things. There's no tall blonde lady. Yeah, I don't recognize any of these others though. Yeah, I feel like this is Zoe, I think, right? I think this is Zoe. I'd have to go in game and look. If this is Zoe, we're best buds as well. She's great. But the other ones I don't recognise at all. Like this redhead you'd think I'd recognise. There's no Emelians on here either. But yeah, man. These characters, it's funny. It's funny that I can't remember the names of so many of them, but I can vividly remember like specific scenes and things that happened with them, you know? It's kind of amazing. Cryle's lovely. They're all lovely. This game's fantastic, chat. Final Fantasy is so fucking good. Oh my god. Final Fantasy 14 is incredible. I think if I tell you what, we're gonna before we leave this one, we're gonna do one thing is we're gonna order the S tier, okay? So Alizé is top. Ice Heart. Alizé? Ice Heart, Alizé, then Ice Heart. Then Y'shtola. Then her. Then Milfinia, then her. There you go. There's your order, chat. Hey, Y'shtola's great, but I love Ice Heart and I love Alizé too much. Okay, next one, chat. This one's gonna be a nice, quick but fun one. Okay. This is Pokemon Generation starters. Okay, so we've got Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6, Gen 7, Gen 8. Because obviously Gen 9 is not out yet, so. Obviously, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander, bam, S tier. Incredible. Incredible starters. Totodile, Chikorita, and fuck, what's it called? It's like Larvals? I can't remember exactly. That's terrible. I actually really like that Pokemon. They're actually pretty good as well. They're not as iconic, but they're still very good. Totodile especially is like baller. Cyndaquil, thank you. Torchic and Mudkip and that, I just don't really give a fuck about. The B. The Monkey and that, I don't really care about either. They're a B. This is like Snivy and Oshawott and the pig that I can't remember. They're pretty good. They're 80 as well. This one I don't know. I never played this one, so we're gonna give it a B. Litten is so good, but the and the seal one is really good. But the other one, the grass starter is kind of eh. But they're an A. And Sobble and fucking hell, names are so hard. But I'd Sobble. They get an S for Sobble, chat. I love Sobble. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do this as well. We're gonna move this one down to here, like that. That's better, I think. And I think that's about right. You know, like they're all at least okay, but some of them are very good, and some of them are just like, it's okay. Grookey, thank you. As I said, that was a nice, quick, easy one. Now we're going to do a bit of a longer one, okay? Hopefully this will be entertaining because people will know this, but this is MCU characters, chat, okay? There is a lot. I don't know if we're going to get through all these. I recognise the vast majority of them, so we're going to do everything we can, okay? So we're going to start off here. This is Peggy Carter's niece, daughter, something like that. She's in like Winter Soldier. She's in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. She's kind of cool. She's mid tier. She's C. Abomination. We'll get to Captain Marvel. Don't worry. Abomination is, I think, gonna have like a strong comeback, but at the minute that comeback hasn't happened, and therefore he's a D. Agatha is A for Agatha because it was Agatha all along, and Agatha's great. Abomination is not getting a B. No chance. Who is the? Oh, this is Killian from Iron Man 3. He kind of sucks. He's a D. This is America Chavez. She honestly didn't do much in the movie, but I don't care because she's a lesbian and she's fucking amazing and she gets S tier. He was good in Shang-Chi, and I think he's going to be good in the next thing as well, which is why I said he's on a comeback, but that comeback hasn't happened yet. Actually, you know what? I'll give him a C. He gets a C. This is the... I can never remember what they call her, but she's like the person who was Sorcerer Supreme before. Who was that last one? This is America Chavez. She's from Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I will leave it there, but she's fucking great. This is the previous Sorcerer Supreme. She's cool. Like, I genuinely liked her character. She was cool. She was well done. She gets a solid B tier. Andrew Garfield. Hey, Katra. Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man. Fucking S tier. What a redemption, chat. What a redemption. He went from being like, oh, he was pretty good as a Spider-Man, but those movies were bad, to being like, yo, Andrew Garfield fucking rules. Incredible. Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man's an S tier for me. He hasn't... He's like... The humour hasn't worn off, you know? It's so good. Bucky. C for Ant-Man. C. His humour's so good. Bucky's really good. Bucky's an A as well. Plus Sebastian Stan is lovely. Captain Carter is S tier. She's fantastic. Captain Marvel is S tier. Captain America is S tier. Peggy Carter and Captain Carter. Peggy Carter's not as good as Captain Carter. She gets a B. This man I can't... Harrow. There you go. I remembered. Harrow from Moon Knight. He was an interesting villain, but he gets a C. Now, is this meant to be Black Panther, or is this specifically the Black Panther from What If? Is there another Black Panther on here? Harrow was fun, but I just feel like he didn't get to do much. There's no... Is there another Black Panther on here, chat? I don't see one so far. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Thank you, Katra. So yeah, he's actually... This is fun then. This is the Black Panther that was like Star-Lord. That was pretty fun. He gets a solid B. Old Loki. Old Loki was fun, but, you know, whatever. Crocodile Loki, again, it was fun. Fucking Coulson is an S. Coulson is incredible. I love Coulson. This guy, I can't even remember his name. I think it's like Crossjaw or something. He's literally like at the start of Age of Ultron, and then he dies, and that's it. D tier. Dormammu is kind of cool. Again, he's like not in the film very much, but I feel like, again, they're gonna go back to Crossbones. Thank you. They're gonna go... Katra, you're lovely. They're gonna go back to Dormammu, I think, but he just doesn't do much as it is. Drax is... I'm stuck between A and S for Drax. He is very funny, but I feel like sometimes it doesn't land, you know? Sometimes you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. You're very literal, okay. So I think he's going to get an A. This is the guy from Eternals that I cannot remember the name of. Eternals kind of sucks. He gets a D. This is the alien... I like Ant-Man. If it's worth a watch if you really care about the MCU. Otherwise, just like read a plot summary. He's like the magic wizard from who works for Thanos. He was actually a pretty good character. Oh, the bits. Thank you, Katra. Yeah, he was okay. He gets a C. She is from Hawkeye. She was the deaf woman. She's really cool and is getting a spin-off. She's a solid B. Ego. Ego was alright. Ego was okay. I think he's like a better villain than most MCU villains. I think he's gonna get a B. Electro in No Way Home was No Way Home was just really good is the problem. Electro in No Way Home is a B as well. He is very good. Falcon, is that the only Falcon as well? It looks like it. Yeah, okay, cool. So Falcon is an interesting one, okay? I feel like I preferred Falcon, like, back in the day when he was, like, just a normal superhero, for want of a better term. And now he's trying to be Captain America. I appreciate where it's going. I really like the juxtaposition in that show of, like, his black heritage and the American heritage and stuff. I think it's really, really cool and really well done. I just also think it doesn't necessarily suit the way he's played. He's played like more as comedy, and it's a very serious thing. So he gets a solid C for me. Falcon, I'm not a massive fan. Nick Fury is S just because Nick Fury. Gamora, oof. Chat, I'm gonna need your help with Gamora. Gamora's like really hot. But I can't do it just on how hotness, you know? Although that time when she just picks up the gun on her shoulder and... Yeah, Gamora's pretty great. Yeah, and she kicks Star-Lord in the balls, which is great. So she gets an S. Ghost is A for Gamora. You know what? Yeah, okay. Ghost is kind of so-so again. It's like a cool idea, but they don't really go anywhere with it. C. Grandmaster is incredible. Grandmaster is incredible and straight up an S. Fucking Green Goblin is straight up an S as well. Again, is there another Groot? Is that specifically Baby Groot? Or is it all Groots? I believe, looking at it, that it's all Groots. Yeah, okay. Then in that case, I really like Groot. I'm not a big fan of Baby Groot. I like Teenage Groot. I like Adult Groot. I'm not a big fan of Baby Groot. It's a tough one. Solid B. Justin Hammer is fantastic. Justin Hammer is an A. I hope he comes back. I really, really hope he comes back. He was just so well played. Hank Pym. Hank Pym was pretty good. Hank Pym's like a solid B, I think. Happy Hogan is S tier. Happy's lovely. Weirdly, I really, really like Hawkeye. Like, I know that people won't agree with me, but I really like Hawkeye. I think Jeremy Renner plays him perfectly. I think since Avengers, once they start to put a bit of humor in him and him like being sort of like aware of how he basically just has a bow, I think it plays really well. I really like Hawkeye. Oh my god, what's his name? The guy who does the bridge. He's played by Idris Elba. I cannot remember. Fuck. He's cool though. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Bronowicz, exactly. Heimdall, yeah. Heimdall's alright. Again, he's just a bit stoic and stiff. He doesn't necessarily do much. But he's not bad, so he gets a C.
A woman.
A woman. Hela is a woman, that's agreed. Hela. Hela. Hela's a good villain. And the stuff she, like, the story-wise, the amount she does in Ragnarok is really cool and impressive. But she is, like, just for that one film. I think she's, like, near the top of B. You know? She's bordering A, but still a B. This woman I can never remember the name of, but she's S.H.I.E.L.D. She's cool. She's fine. She's not like anything special. She's just a cool shield agent, which is nice to see. She's a solid C. Hulk. So Hulk is weird, right? You've got the original Incredible Hulk, which I just kind of don't like. Toby Small. Oh my god, Katri, you're a font of knowledge. The original Incredible Hulk, I don't like. In Avengers, he's played as like this menacing thing, and I think it's really cool. In Age of Ultron, like the romance is kind of good. She is in How I Met Your Mother, yes. And then like in the more recent things with Smart Hulk and that, like in Endgame and in Infinity War, I think he's fantastic. It's just weird. I feel like he's just getting better. Oh, in fucking Ragnarok, he's so incredible. I feel like Hulk just gets better over time, and he's an A. You know what? You're right about her being in the cool leather. She gets a B. This is what's his name from Eternals as well, who's like basically Superman. He's kind of a prick. He gets a D. Tony Stark is S tier, and I don't care what anyone says. The MCU would not exist if it was not for Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr. Like, the most perfect casting of a character I've ever seen in film, ever. Literally no one could play Tony Stark as well as fucking Robert Downey Jr. does. It's incredible. Yeah, and literally the MCU wouldn't continue to exist. Iron Man. Iron Man is the single most important character in the entire MCU. On the other hand, fucking Obadiah Stane. Obadiah Stane can fuck right off. He's D. Terrible villain. Oh, Jane Foster's interesting, right? Because at the minute, the new Thor isn't out. We've only got trailers. But in the trailers, whoo, Jane Foster. Whoo, 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 whoo. Have you seen the pictures of her muscles? Like, my god. My god. Like, I'm going to actually do this. 1 minute. It says, Jane Foster Thor. I want to see if I can find. Look at her goddamn. Look at her, chat. Look at her. Like, god damn. God damn. God damn. Incredible. Yeah, she goes straight to A tier. Caecilius? Caecilius is a good villain. I appreciate like he had a motive properly. But still, yeah, the MCU has a problem with villains, I think. They're good at building up these big villains, they're bad at like the one-off villains. Caecilius is a C. Kang. Kang is a weird one because at the minute, Kang is this like weird off-the-wall crazy guy. But he's gonna be so big. But I can't, like, I don't know what it's gonna be like in the future, you know? So, Kang gets a B for now. B with a chance to rise. This is, whatever the name is, the lady from Falcon and Winter Soldier. She was pretty cool, but that show had production problems because of COVID, and half her plotline got cut, which was not great. So she's a D. Kate Bishop, on the other hand, I loved Kate Bishop. Kate Bishop was like legitimately funny. She was innocent. She was a fangirl. She played really well. She was still really good at what she did. She brought out this like human side of Yelena and Hawkeye. She was cool. She's an A tier. I'm looking forward to seeing more of her. You should watch Hawkeye. Hawkeye's like surprisingly good. This, I can't remember her name. She is Shang-Chi's best friend, basically. She was really cool. She's funny. She was nice. She's a low A. Kid Thor goes with the other. Sorry, Kid Loki goes with other Lokis. Oh my god, I can't remember his name. Michael B. Jordan. Iron. No, no, no. Why am I saying Iron? Killmonger. Thank you. Killmonger is perhaps the best one-off villain in the entire MCU. Like, as a villain who's there for one film and that's it, he's incredible. He has politics that are right. Like, you know why he's a good villain, chat? Because he's fucking right. Like, I agree with him. I want him to win. he's the best villain in the MCU, other than, like, you know, it's incredible. This is the other guy from Eternals who's like a bit smarmy. He's not quite as like meh as these ones, so he gets a low C. Well, I mean, other than kill people. This is Kingpin, which is pretty fucking cool. Kingpin, again, has only been in like 2 episodes of Hawkeye, so he hasn't had much time to shine. But it was nice to see him back. He did pretty good. He gets a high C. I hope to see more of him. In fact, you know, I'll give him a low B because I hope to see more of him. This is, what's his name? He's the guy who gets his arm torn off and he sells fucking vibranium. Oh, thank you, Katra. He sells vibranium and that sort of thing. He is played by Gollum, yes. He's kind of cool. He's around for like a few movies. He's a good, like, this time thing where he's not necessarily a villain, but he's definitely not a hero. He's just like a bad dude. Yeah, I'd say B's a good choice. This is whatever his name is from Moon Knight that I genuinely cannot remember the name of, which is terrible considering he's one of the main characters. Honestly, like, I thought I liked when they did Khonshu. Thank you so much, Pampan. Khonshu. I liked the horror elements with him, but then once they just like fully brought him into the show, I think it kind of like lost a lot of its allure. I think he's like a C. Fucking, oh my god. My name's Korg. I'm going straight to S tier. Maybe the best character in the MCU. I fucking love Korg. I love Korg so much. Do you want to know? No, actually, I'm not going to spoil it. I've read a spoiler for the new Thor film regarding Korg, and it makes me very happy. I will say that. This is the Red Scarab. I am excited to see more of her. Again, we didn't get to see much, but the bit we did get to see was pretty good. It's really cool to have an Egyptian superhero. It's really cool. I think she's a high C. Again, looking forward to seeing more of her. Lizard is perhaps the weakest of the villains in Spider-Man. Still good, but the weakest of the lot. And he gets a high C as well. Loki is S. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Loki is incredible. Loki is perhaps, chat. Perhaps. Again, not guaranteed, just perhaps. My favourite character in the whole of the MCU. I love Loki to death. Like the line delivery of "I have been falling for 30 minutes." It's so good. This is again Lopez ? He's the guy who rattles off the really long monologues but really fast, where he's like, "Oh, I know a guy who knows a guy who said this, and if he said this, then that kind of guy." He's pretty cool. Ant-Man person, yeah, he's pretty cool. He's like a low B. I think he's like a better sidekick than most other sidekicks. She is also from Eternals and kind of sucks. This is the Dark Elf from from Thor 2. I nearly said the Lost World then. That's Jurassic Park 2, not Thor 2. He sucks. Fucking terrible film. Mantis is interesting. I feel like Mantis is good, but she's starting to wear out her welcome. So I hope that going forward they like maybe add a twist. You know, they bring a bit more, I guess, like emotions into her. but she is pretty good. I'm going to go low B. Low B. Moon Knight himself, though. I'm not sure how I feel about Moon Knight yet. I haven't like had time to gestate on it properly. Yeah, it does kind of... Oh, there is both Moon Knights. There is Mr. Knight and Moon Knight, so that's good. I like Mr. Knight better than Moon Knight, so I'm going to give Moon Knight a C and Mr. Knight a B. Aunt May. I mean, what can I say, chat? The milfiest MILF of all the MCU. I don't know whether she deserves an A, though. An S? No way. She's not an S. She's not like the same tier as fucking Captain America and Iron Man. She can have an A, though. She can have an A, for sure. This guy, again, I can't remember his name. He's the guy who, like, rules the snowy area of Wakanda. He's the guy who, like, pretends that he's going to eat them and then it's all a joke. He's pretty cool. He's a good guy. He gets, like, a solid B. This is Black Widow's mum. Yes, monkey guy. This is Black Widow's mum. She was... she was alright. She gets a C. MJ. MJ's really good. I don't know if MJ's an S or an A. Chat, help me out here. MJ, S or A? I'm going to let you help with this one because legitimately I love MJ. MJ A. Okay, cool. Plus, I can't remember the name, but that actress. Oh, fantastic actress. She's in so many good stuff. Morbius. No, not Morbius. Oh my god. Oh my god. I called him Morbius. Yes, Zendaya. Zendaya's great. Mobius. Mobius? No, I can't remember what his name is. He's great. Basically, he's awesome. Owen Wilson. He's lovely. He gets an A as well. Oh my god, I can't remember her name either. She is the person who gets powers from going into the Hex during WandaVision. She is also like the daughter of Captain Marvel's best friend. She's pretty cool. She can like see in X-rays and electromagnetic pulses and shit. Again, she's like literally only been in a little thing that we haven't seen anything of her. There's so many of those at the minute. She's cool though. She gets her to see. I want to say Rambo. That's it. Thank you. This is again terrible with names. What's his name? The guy who like trained Doctor Strange, and then at the end said that no, actually he's going to kill them all, and he's also in Multiverse of Madness, but I won't spoil that because it's very new. He's pretty good. He's like a good. I don't know, chat. I don't know. He's gonna get a C for me as well. You know, he's all right. Mysterio, I thought was perfect. Played so well. Jake Gyllenhaal, what a legend. I thought like the twist of it being all the technology and the drones and that was so cool. The way he like played it off as being a multiversal person, and just great villain, A tier. Again, terrible with side characters' names. She's from Black Panther, obviously, but she is the one who I remember. So specifically, I remember this from Black Panther. Okay, she is the one, I believe. Let me double check. No, she isn't. I take it back, chat. I take it back. She's not the one I was thinking of. She's the one who's with... Where is he? If he's even on here. One moment, chat. I don't think he is on here. She's the one who like rides the farmer guy's wife. She rides the rhinos. She's kind of cool. She gets to see. Nebula. Nebula's weird because Nebula... Oh, you know what? No, I was going to say Nebula's weird because she's so, like, stiff and robot-y, which I guess makes sense. But then I remembered in Endgame when she's playing the freaking the paper football with Tony, and she like worries about him being alive in that. Oh, so good. A for Nebula. Ned. Ned's really good, man. Ned's really good. There's some like weird inconsistencies, but it's a movie. What you can do? Ned's an A tier as well. The kid from Iron Man 3, 2, 3, 2. I can't remember, but he's the kid. He's the kid who like Tony stays in his shed and rebuilds the suit and that. No one really cares. He's a D. Doc Ock is S tier, man. Doc Ock is so good. The power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Chat. Odin. Yeah, Odin's a weird one, right? Because like I feel like he's played really well. Like Anthony Horowitz? I can't remember his last name. Anthony Hopkins, thank you. He plays him really well. He's really well played. He's like looks cool. He in the play he's really good. But in terms of like the actual MCU, he kind of just like banishes Thor and then does fuck all. He like goes off and just like dies in a field somewhere. It's a bit weird. So yeah, he gets a C for at least being well acted. This is the woman I was thinking of. No sleeps, no. Don't leave me, Pam Pam. This is the woman I was thinking of. I think her name's like Mboye. Mboye? I can't remember. I'm terrible. I apologize. She's the one I will forever remember. They're in the casino. Oh yeah, Odin sleeps. Yes. They're in the casino, trying to get the vibranium, and this fight breaks out, and she kicks off her heels, grabs them, spins around, and smacks someone in the face with her heel. And specifically for that, she gets an A. Like, that is a badass bitch move. I love it. Pepper Potts. Pepper Potts is weird, chat, okay? So the thing with Pepper Potts is, I really love her character. I really love her character. But Gwyneth Paltrow just kind of sucks. But I guess we're ranking the characters, not the actors, right? It says well, it doesn't say anywhere because we're in presentation. It does here. It says here MCU characters. So yeah, I think Pepper Potts is an A. Pepper Potts is great. Plus, when she puts on the rescue suit in Endgame, that's cool. This is another person from Eternals who I don't really care about. Quicksilver. Quicksilver was good. Quicksilver died way too early. I wish they hadn't killed him. But he was good. You never saw it coming. You're right, actually. Of the Eternals, he was one of the good ones. You can get a C. The thing with Quicksilver is I thought he did Quicksilver really well. And now he never gets to again. You know? It's a bit weird. So I think he gets a C as well. This is Marvel, whatever his name is, from Captain Marvel. It was Quicksilver. It absolutely was. It's literally Wanda's brother. This is I think it's Marvel is how you pronounce it. But, he was kind of a nothing villain as well. There were some good scenes, but for the most part, it's kind of bleh. You can get a C. He's not Marvel. I can't remember what his name is. But either way, he's not great. I know it's a Jude Law, though. I know that much. This is the Red... God, what's his name? The Red Protector? Red... Menace? I can't fucking remember. Oh, yeah, Red Marvel was the AI thing. He's Black Widow's fake dad, basically. He was pretty fun. He was pretty fun in that film. He was maybe one of the best parts of that film. He can have a high C. I hope we see more of him again. I don't mean literal AI. I mean like, you know, it's a digital kind of constructy thing. Red Skull is a weird one. Red Skull is really a weird one. Because Red Skull is basically just in the original Captain America and then in Endgame a little bit, right? It's really weird. He's a good villain in Captain America, but nah, he's getting a D. He's such a big villain, and they kind of wasted him. What about Rocket, chat? Give the Raccoon an S or I'll take Galley. I mean, Rocket is pretty great. You know what I'm going to give Rocket an S. Do you know what I really appreciate about Rocket, chat? Is that he's full of such bravado and like, ah, yeah, I'm a badass. But you know what? He's also like really weak and timid sometimes. Like when they see all like the stuff on his back, or when they're talking about how he's made, he gets very defensive in a way that like is really realistic and very well portrayed. Ronan, the fucking, I can't remember what he's called. He's the guy in Guardians of the Galaxy who has a dance off and then gets beaten. He was alright. He was a good villain for the Guardians because he was like the straight to the jokes of the Guardians, which was good. So he gets a low B, I think. Thunderbolt. I feel like we should rank him high just because to pay respects. But also he's oh no, he is kind of a good character. He also is like in the mix quite a lot. He gets a B. Thunderbolt gets a B. Sandman again was just played really well. I always liked his character, but he didn't really do much compared to the rest. So where did I put Elektra? You can go with Elektra. This is the other... No, not Kree. Wait, Kree? Whatever it is. She's from Captain Marvel. No, she's not from Captain Marvel. She's the one from Eternals, right? I think she's from Eternals. Basically, I don't remember very much, and therefore she's D. Eternals, yes. Shang-Chi's great. Shang-Chi was, like, legitimately fantastic. I'm surprised that film was so good. Some very good choreography. I love that he does most of his own stunts. I'm looking forward to seeing more Shang-Chi. I love that he tied into Doctor Strange. He's an A. Shuri's so weird, chat. I used to fucking adore Shuri. I used to adore her so much. But the fucking actress is, like, disgusting. And I struggle to keep the art separated from the artist there, you know? Because, like, I don't want her to take over as Black Panther. But yeah, as a character, she was really good. Yeah, I'll give her a B. I'll give her a B. This is Shang-Chi as well, alright? She's the sister. I believe that is the sister in Shang-Chi. She was alright. She's not the best part of that movie for sure, but she was good enough. High C. This guy from Ragnarok was a nice bit of comic relief, but he's like literally just that in that one movie, so he gets a C. This is also one of the only good Eternals characters, so they get a C. Star-Lord is really interesting. Yeah, I think a low A, high B is where I'd put him as well. I think like as a foil for the rest of the Guardians, he's really good at that. He pulls the stuff out of the Guardians, but like on his own, he's just a bit much, you know. And give him a high B. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. I really like the portrayal of Doctor Strange in the MCU, but I don't feel like he's earned S tier yet. I'm going to put him in A. I think he's a really good Doctor Strange, and I'm excited to see where it goes, especially after Multiverse of Madness. Especially after Multiverse of Madness. I feel like he grew a lot as a character. I'm excited. This is fucking what's his name who causes Ragnarok. He's barely a character. He gets a D. He literally has like 4 lines in the whole film. This is Lady Loki. Straight to S tier. Absolutely straight to S tier. The only thing better than Lady Loki is actual Loki. Fucking god, she's so good. I can't remember what her name is, and that upsets me. But she's so good. Taskmaster. Taskmaster. I don't know if you've seen Black Widow, chat, but I feel like Taskmaster got done a little bit dirty. Again, I hope it's something that comes back, but I don't think it will. I think they kind of just like threw that in as a villain because it was a good. C. She gets a C. Fucking, my boy, he gets S tier straight away. Maybe the best superhero in the whole of the MCU. Because I wouldn't call Loki a superhero. He's definitely an anti-hero. Oh. Forever will be missed. Forever. Thanos is S tier as well. Thanos is S tier. Thanos is... It's Thanos, you know? She's also from Eternals. No, Pan. No. Normal Loki is so good. Plus he's bi, and it's really nice. She's from Eternals, and she was kind of one of the ones. Thor is S tier. I love Thor. Legitimately, I feel like they've completely saved Thor's character. And I'm so bad for it. I actually really liked Thor's character in Endgame Bronowicks. I think like other than them doing a few too many fat jokes, I think he was like really well done. I think like as someone who like literally could have stopped it right then and there. Like okay, so you have to think in terms of Thor, okay? He got banished to Earth, then proved himself, then accidentally killed his mother, then accidentally killed his brother, then lost his girlfriend, then accidentally killed his dad, then his whole planet home got wiped out, and then he failed to save half the universe. Like at that point, he's just like, I'd fuck life, I guess. You know? Like, Thor had a bad time. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Weirdly, I think Tobey Maguire was the weakest of the 3 Spider-Men in that film. Not that he's bad. I think he was good. But he's the weakest of those 3 Spider-Men, you know? So I feel like he goes in A. The bit where they were talking about his web was very good. Tom Holland Spider-Man is an S. I think Tom Holland, again, perfect casting. No, we are not. We're talking about MCU only. Yeah, Tom Holland, again, is one of those ones, like Tony Stark, where it's just the perfect casting that I've ever seen. Oh god, what's his name? Chat, what's his name? He's the fake one. Tom Holland is great in interviews. No, I don't think it does make the originals part of the MCU. I think it's like a weird thing. I can't remember what his name is. Mandarin, yes. But I can't remember what his actual name is. But he was great. I know a lot of people don't like that twist. They think it's like kind of a kick in the face to the Mandarin. But I really liked it. I thought it was a nice twist. It pulled the direction away of the villain so they could save the actual Mandarin for Shang-Chi later on. and the little like one shot later on afterwards was really good. I think he was well done. I think he can be like a high C. Ultron, I think, was strangely, well, maybe not strangely, I think Ultron was the strongest part of Age of Ultron. I think he's like a solid B. This is like the fake Captain America from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Kind of whatever. I appreciate how he like goes a bit mental and you like see blood on Cap's shield is pretty cool. But other than that, he's just whatever. Valkyrie. Valkyrie is an US agent. Valkyrie, I don't know whether to have in like this. She's like Killmonger level, you know? She's like fucking badass, but not quite S tier. Although, from what I've seen of the new Thor film, I think she'll be an S tier very soon. Not just women in armor, glitter, Pan. Lesbian women in armor. You know what? Yeah, she's lesbian. She gets an S tier. Vision. I actually really like Vision as well. I think Vision is a solid A. I really like Vision. Scarlet Witch is an S tier. No, actually, there was a bit. Yes, she's a lesbian. Yeah. Scarlet Witch actually gets an A tier. She got downgraded from Multiverse of Madness. There was some weird character shit in that film that I wasn't into. Well, yeah, I guess they are next to each other. That's cute. I keep forgetting this guy's name. Vulture. Vulture, I think, was, again, a really good villain. I will, again, it's bits that stick out in my mind, you know? The scene in the car before the prom where he just, like, pulls out a gun and he's like, yo, I'm fine, okay? Just go date my daughter. Stop interfering with my business. Just go be a kid. Oh, it was so well played. It was so well played. A tier. War Machine? I like War Machine. I like his back and forth with Tony a lot. But other than that, he's like a second fiddle to Tony. He's like some of these B characters, I think, where they're like, when they're with the person that's the hero, they're really good, but on their own, they're just kind of whatever. So he gets a B. What about Wasp, chat? Wasp is a hard one. Evangeline Lilly. Wasp is kind of cool, but again, she's like a bit bitchy. I think Wasp is a B as well. Wasp is hard. That's the problem. Wasp is a high B. Actual Mandarin. The actual Mandarin, Shang-Chi's dad. I think his story was like weirdly sweet. It was nice to like see the history of it with the mother, and then for him to come back around at the end and like realize that this wasn't the way to do it. I think he was well done. I think he's a B. I think Shang-Chi's like a really good movie, actually. Like, really good. Evil Strange from What If was very good. He gets a B as well. This is not my bird. I want my bird. This guy, Mickey Rourke. He was pretty fun. He gets a high C. He was a good villain. Black Widow. Black Widow's a hard one as well, chat. Is she S tier? I feel like Black Widow had the same problem as Scarlet Witch, where she got a little bit character assassinated, so she's going to end up in A. Wong is really good. Wong puts up with Doctor Strange's bullshit, and he's just a good sorcerer. And he's funny, and he's fantastic. Wong is, like, so good. Yelena. Yelena is really good as well. Yelena is like this. So this like tier here of like young Yelena. These are like the people who they're gonna be the big people in like the future. They're gonna be S tier, but then they've just started out. They're not quite S tier yet. You know. It has so many pockets. Yellow Jacket was kind of whatever. I don't really care. Yondu was good. I will give Yondu this, okay? During his funeral in Guardians 2, I literally cried. Not because it was Yondu, but because it was a really beautiful funeral. And he's Mary Poppins, y'all. He's Mary Poppins, y'all. He was great. Yeah, the whistle arrow is really cool. I can't remember which one's Zola. This is Zola, I believe. And then this is the guy from fucking Civil War. I can never remember his name. But the guy from Civil War was, again, a pretty good villain, you know? Like, he won, for want of a better term. Like, he won what he did, his evil plan. And then in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he was actually kind of funny. He gets a solid B. And Arnim Zola is a solid C. And there you go, chat. There's every single MCU character that's on here. Whew, and there was a lot of them. That was a fun one. I like that. Yes, Baron, whatever. Next one, chat, okay? Here's another relatively big one, but it's going to be a fun one that's not quite as long. Game consoles, okay? So, I'm just going to write now, in D tier. Doesn't mean they're terrible, just means that I'm too young, okay? All of these, they all go in D tier. Not because they're bad, I'm just too much of a baby to know what they are, okay? Like, what the fuck is it? An Atari Lynx or Hudson Soft? I have no idea. CDI? I got no idea. Jaguar? A Nomad? Okay, right. I think I know all the rest of them. No, I don't know what the hell a tigergaming.com is, and 3DOs can piss right off. Alright, I think we're good. No, I did not get Retro Atari. No. So, we got an NES, chat. An NES is A tier, okay? Classic NES. Same for the Sega Master System. You know, they're like the birth of games as we know it. Game Boy Pocket, I weirdly don't like. I actually think it's kind of terrible. It's too small. But actual Game Boy is S tier. Fucking, I remember playing Tetris on my Game Boy. That was so good. SNES and SNES Gen 2, S tier. Some of the best games ever made came out on the SNES. Oh, Bronowix, no. I'll miss you. I'll miss you, Bronowix. I'll miss you. If it makes you feel better, we're only going to be another 45 minutes. I don't know what Sega 32X is, but Sega CD, not great. Game Gear, also not great. Genesis, on the other hand, fantastic. Genesis is an S tier as well. Neo Geo is okay. Game Boy Color is S tier. N64 is S tier. Virtual Boy is D tier. Sega Saturn is a C tier. Neo Geo Pocket I never ever used. PS1 is S tier. Oh, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Have a good. I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow, Bronowix. And look forward to Phasmo. Xbox is a B tier. It didn't quite have the games to be A tier. Game Boy Advance is S tier. Micro I never liked. The GameCube is B tier. GBASP is S tier. N-Gage is shit. Dreamcast is B. PlayStation 2 is fucking S tier, straight up there. 360 is S tier. DSi is S tier, but the normal DS is only an A tier. The Wii is it's gonna be like this. PlayStation 3 is A tier. PSP is A tier. I don't know what the hell a Gizmodo is. Stadia is fucking terrible. Xbox One S is S tier. PSP Go is only A tier. No, it's B tier. Xbox One X is S tier. Xbox One is B tier. 2DS is B tier. I'm not a big fan of the 2DS, but I love the 3DS. S tier. New 3DS is S tier. The Switch is S tier. The Wii U is a C tier. The Ouya is a D tier. I don't know what this SNK thing is. PlayStation 4 is S tier. The Pro is only an A though. PlayStation TV is D tier. The Vita is B tier. I don't know what the hell that is. Series S is S tier. Series X is A tier. Don't know what that is. The Switch OLED is S tier. The Playdate, I don't know. PlayStation 5 is A tier for now. The computer is S tier, obviously. The NVIDIA Shield Portable was surprisingly good. That gets a C tier. Shield TV, I don't know. OnLive is shit. Steam Deck gets a B tier. And the Steam Link, I don't really care about. Boom. Easy, chat. Easy. Easy. Literally easy, chat. What I'm trying to say is, okay, there's a lot of good consoles. But at the end of the day, the computer beats them all. At the end of the day, the gaming PC is the winner. Okay, chat. We're going to move on, chat. You ready? This is the last one for today, okay? Here we are. LGBTQ plus characters in fiction, okay? Some of them are fictional versions of real people. Most of them are just actually completely fictional. Hell yeah, Red Pandas. We have categories of icon, which means they're just an actual icon. They're incredible. Badass. Pretty cool. Okay. I don't like them. Or they're just straight up bad representation. Okay? I'm going to try and remember all the names. I made this list, so hopefully I should be able to remember all the names. But we'll see. So we're going to start off here. This is Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She is bisexual. I will also try and remember to point out all the why they're LGBTQ+. She's bisexual. The episode in which they go over it is really well done. She's a badass. Literally a badass. Therefore, she gets a badass. This girl, I cannot remember the name of, but she is the awesome lesbian punk girl from Pride. She is the lesbian part of Lesbians and Gays Support the Minors, which is like a really important movement. Go watch Pride, it's fucking incredible. She is also a badass. She's a real person, also. This is Alphys from Undertale. You do need to watch it, Pan Pan. It'll make you cry, but you need to watch it. This is Alphys from Undertale. She is a lesbian. She's a nerd. She loves anime. She's cute. I don't know if I'd call her badass, though. I think she's on the pretty cool list, you know? This is Amity from... holy shit, what's it called? The Owl House. She is also a lesbian. There's a lot of lesbians on here. You'll see a pattern. She's cool. It's a nice coming-of-age lesbian story. There's some cool magic in it. I think she's pretty cool. This is Naoto from Persona 4. It's a weird thing where like she's presented as a trans man, but then partway through the game is actually like, oh no, I was just cross-dressed and I'm a girl the whole time. It's bad representation, chat. It's not good. It's not good. That game, incredible. The way it handles that character, terrible. Naoto from Persona 4. And yes, you should also watch Owl House. It's really good. This is Captain Flint from Black Sails. He is gay. He is kind of evil, but also a badass. It's kind of awesome that he's like fucking captain of a pirate ship and gay. He's a badass. This is Tony Ashton from Pride, who is like the leader of the movement of lesbians and gay support the minors. Also a real person, who is perhaps one of the most important queer people in the entirety of British history. He's an icon, chat. Actual living... Well, I don't know if he's alive anymore, unfortunately. But actual icon. Right there, okay? This is Morrigan from a bunch of fighting games. I believe Final Fight? ? Darkstalkers? One of the two. She's bisexual. She is pretty cool, but her bisexuality is like never really notable. It's just touched on every now and then. So she's it's okay. This is Zagreus from Hades. He's also bisexual. He's a pretty boy. He likes lots of women, lots of men. He's a Greek god, I guess? Demigod? He's cool. He's a badass. Oh, hell yeah. You know what? That means I need to do one thing before we carry on going, chat. One moment. We have to do this. There we go. Okay. This is, oh shit, what's her name? Oh no, chat, I can't remember her name. Bear with me 1 second. You're going to see this in real time because I'm streaming. For All Mankind. Lesbian. Ellen Wilson. Here we go. This is Ellen Wilson from For All Mankind. She is a ex-astronaut, now head of like communication between the White House and NASA. She is a lesbian who is in the closet because in that universe, being gay or being lesbian is not really accepted. So it's a really interesting story between her trying to like keep this. She has to like marry a man who's gay to like so they can both keep up appearances. She's cool. She's pretty cool. It's a good story. This is Commander Stamets from Star Trek Discovery. He's gay. He is. I do not have the MB Disco character. I forgot about that one. The non-binary character from Disco is also really good. Stamets, Stamets is maybe my favorite character in the whole of Discovery. He's a badass. This is J.J. Macclesfield from The Missing. Something to do with J.J. Macclesfield. Macclesfield? I can never remember how you say it. She is a trans woman. And that game is maybe one of the best games around trans issues I've ever played. It's kind of amazing. Especially considering it was made by a cis guy. A Japanese cis guy. It's incredible. She's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. This is Ellie from The Last of Us. She is a lesbian. This is young Ellie specifically. But, you know, Ellie's young, Ellie's old. She's a lesbian either way. She's an icon. Like, fucking Left Behind, chat. Left Behind when she kisses. Oh. Ellie is an icon, for sure. One of the most popular gaming characters is LGBT. This is Selma? ? No, it's Patty. It's Patty from The Simpsons, who is also a lesbian. The way they handle her being a lesbian is surprisingly good. As a character, she's maybe not the best, but in terms of her being a lesbian, they handle it really well. I'm going to put her as pretty cool. She's not quite an icon, unfortunately. This is Maddie from Celeste. She is a trans woman. That game is incredible. Music by a trans woman. The main character is a trans woman. They like the way they like weave trans shit into the story without making it so blatant. It's just really well done. She's a badass. It's fantastic. This is Anne Bonny from Black Sail. She's bisexual. I want to say she's an icon because I love her, but I know she's not. She's just a straight up badass. She is a straight up badass. This is what's her name from Mitchell's vs. the Machines. Holy crap, I cannot remember. I apologize, chat. We can see this in real time again. What's her name? What's her name, chat? Let's find out. Katie Mitchell from Mitchell's vs. the Machines. She is also a lesbian. Perhaps one of the best movies of the last 5 years. One of the best animated movies for sure. She's really cool. She's really geeky. Her queerness is like never ever like focused on. She's definitely a badass. She's so cool. This is Erica, question mark? I believe it's Erica from Catherine. Let's find out very quickly, shall we? Yep. This is Erica from Catherine chat, okay? She is a trans woman. And in that game, they handle it incredibly poorly. There are jokes about her being a trans woman. They out her a few times. It's terrible. Bad representation, which is a pity because she's cool. I will do a stretch. Thank you, Shabthulu. This is Double Trouble. I don't care what anyone says. Double Trouble is a non-binary icon. Double Trouble is... Oh, I love Double Trouble. I would simp for Double Trouble if Double Trouble was a real person. Oh, Scorpia's on here, don't you worry. In fact, wait. Yeah, she is. She's on here, don't worry. This is Weird Skin Lady from Doctor who is also a trans woman. Again, handled pretty poorly. Plays into some stereotypes about like plastic surgery and shit like that. It's not great. Bad representation. This is... Holy crap, I'm forgetting her name. She's from Adventure Time. She's a lesbian with Princess Bubblegum. She has one of my favourite songs. Yes, Cassandra, thank you. From Doctor Who. She has Marcella. No, Marceline. She's great. She's like a vampire. She's a goth. She plays music. She's lesbian. She has a song that I just absolutely adore and it makes me cry. She's a badass. This is the Nazi. I can't remember what his name is. He is the Nazi from Jojo Rabbit, who is very clearly gay the entire film, but obviously can't say he's gay because he's a Nazi. And then towards the end, when they start being overrun by the Russians, he basically just comes out like fucking as flamboyant as possible and lets Jojo go. And it's a sweet moment, but on the other hand, it's like that weird good Nazi trope where like I don't necessarily like it, so it's okay. Good film though. You should watch the film. It's fantastic. This is She-Ra. She is a sword lesbian icon, no doubt. Straight up icon, She-Ra. God damn, what an icon. This is... God damn, I can't remember what her name is. I can't remember what the film's name is. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is it? It's a film that came out recently about, like, it's like a teenage film. And she's a lesbian and she's trying to get with this woman. Girl, sorry. Fuck, I can't remember. If I can't even tell you the name of the film, we're going to have to leave it because that's not fair otherwise. This is V from Arcane and League of Legends. She is also a lesbian. I think I'd argue just due to the popularity of League of Legends and Arcane, but mostly League of Legends, that V is an icon now, you know? Like, I think she used to be a badass, but I think she's an icon now. Like, she's a fucking awesome. Absolutely awesome. This is Sailor Uranus and Sailor Jupiter? Venus? One of the two. The lesbian couple from Sailor Moon. They're really cool. I think, like, the thing is, right, is that people don't think about that, but I think in terms of, like, representation, yeah, exactly. I think that they might not stand out compared to modern day stuff, but considering how old they are, that's absolutely icons. This is Asami? This is the other half of Korra from The Legend of Korra. She's pretty cool. She is smart. Welcome back, Katja. Not just toon stuff, there's real stuff in here and games and shit as well. Azumi, thank you. She's cool, she's smart, she's like good with technology. She's very much like the opposite of Korra in that way, and they play off each other very well. I think she's pretty cool. This is, again, I'm blanking names here, chat. What is the name of the character from Lower Decks? Beckett. This is Beckett Mariner. the one of the main characters from Star Trek Lower Decks. She is pansexual. She's awesome. She is straight up badass. You should watch Lower Decks. If you like Star Trek or if you like comedies in general, you should watch Lower Decks. It's really good. Like it's good on its own and it's good as a Star Trek show. It's really cool. Katra, I love to death. I love Katra to death, chat. I literally have someone in chat called Katra. And I want to put her as an icon, but I don't think she's as much of an icon as She-Ra, you know? I think she's just like very, very top of badass, you know? I think if you put her and Adora next to each other, people would be like, yeah, Adora, not Katra, if that makes sense. This is Eleanor from The Good Place. She is bisexual. She is actually fantastic. Like, genuinely one of my favourite characters in media. But I wouldn't call her an icon because her bisexuality is, like, not a big part of it. It just comes up every now and then. So she is just pretty cool. I do not have Willow from Buffy on here because I've never seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Please don't hurt me. I try to keep it to things that I've seen. Or, like, so that I know about, you know? This is Chloe Price. Chloe Price is a badass. She is also a lesbian from that. Again, you'll see a pattern. She is a lesbian from the Life is Strange series. She has cool blue hair. She smokes pot. I love her. I love her. I simp for Chloe. This is Max from Black Sails. Max is also a lesbian. She is in a polyamorous relationship as well with Anne Bonny and this other guy who's not on here. She's pretty cool. She's not as badass as Anne Bonny. She's did some weird stuff with prostitution and that, but she's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. This is Pirates Are Queer, absolutely. Black Sails, very good show, chat. I highly recommend Black Sails. This is Flea from Chrono Trigger. Flea is a weird one. Flea is genderqueer, but in like from the 90s where they don't really know what that means and it's a bit problematic. But they clearly are kind of trying. It's not like jokey. They just don't really know what they're talking about, you know? So it's okay. This is Chris from Deltarune. He is they are completely non-binary. My mistake, chat. I think Chris is pretty cool. Deltarune's not finished yet. You know, we'll see. But I think Chris is pretty cool.
A woman.
Poison Ivy is a woman, I agree. This is Poison Ivy from the Harley Quinn animated show, although just in general as well. She is bisexual. I'm going to pause here to say, please, for the love of God, watch the Harley Quinn animated show. It is incredible. It's so gay. It's so badass. It's so funny. It's just... It takes the piss out of DC in the best way. Like, okay, here's my anecdote about the Harley Quinn animated show, okay? When they were doing media tours between Season 2 and 3, which is... Season 3 is one coming out next month, they were talking about scenes that they had to cut from Season 2. Because, like, DC came back and were like, no, you're not allowed to do that, because they pushed the envelope a lot. One of the things that DC told them they had to cut, they were not allowed to do, is that there was a scene of Batman eating Catwoman's out, like eating her pussy. And literally, they got a note back from DC saying, Batman doesn't eat pussy, please remove. It's fantastic. But yeah, Poison Ivy is badass, absolutely. She's great. And while we're at it, no, you know what? We'll get to her. This is Wallace from... I can't remember what his first name is, but it's Wallace from Scott vs. Pilgrim. He's gay. He's hilarious. I love how, like, in the novel and in the book... in the novel and in the film, him being gay isn't, like, played as a thing. It's just, like, he's gay. It's a fact. And I really appreciate that. I think he's pretty fucking cool. Batman doesn't please women. Apparently not. This is Poison ironically, considering we had Poison Ivy. Poison from Final Fight, who is a trans woman. So Poison is a weird one, right? Because they've always like muddled with her being trans or not quite often. A lot of times, like they'll mention it in a jokey way or a bad way, but then like the next game they'll say it really nicely. It's really weird. I guess it maybe depends on like the translation team and stuff. And so Poison's a weird one because I feel like on some level she is bad representation, but on some other level she is absolutely an icon. You know, like it's Poison. Look at her. Fucking step on me. Absolutely. This is what I cannot remember. Again, cannot remember what her name is. Megan. This is Megan from But I'm a Cheerleader. She is a lesbian. That film is really good. There's two characters in this list portrayed by Natasha Lyonne because she's that good. This film is really cool, and I can't believe it came out when it did, and you should watch it, but she's just pretty cool. This one is Arcade Gannon from Fallout New Vegas. He's gay. He is a really lovely companion. Him being gay, again, is like a thing that's like part of the story. It's not like, oh my god, he's gay. It's just like, yeah, he dates men, so. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Ramona Flowers, chat, okay? So here's the interesting one, okay? I love Ramona Flowers. I love her hair. I love her style. I love her vibes. I love that she skates. I love all of it, okay? I would simp for Ramona Flowers. But in terms of an LGBTQ plus character, I think she's bad representation. Like the only way they represent it is her saying like, oh well, maybe I'm bi, I don't know. You know, it's not great, chat. It's not great. Then again, in the books they're a bit more explicit with it. I think it's one of those weird film things. I think it's okay. Because in the books it's a lot better, in the film it's a bit dodgy, and it goes both ways. This is Commander Shepard. Commander Shepard is an icon, but not in terms of LGBT stuff. I think she is a badass in terms of LGBT stuff. Because she doesn't have to be bi or gay or lesbian, you know? Because it's a player-created thing, I think it's a tough one, but I think it's really cool. This is... oh god, what's her name? She is with Xena. God, what's her name? I should know this. I can't remember. Lucy? No, fuck, what is it? Chat, help me out here. I'm trusting you, chat. I will find out. Let's find out, shall we? Together. Xena Warrior Princess. Gabrielle. There we go. This is Gabrielle from Xena. She is also a lesbian. Absolute icon. And while we're at it, Xena, absolute icon. These two growing up made me realise, like, oh, girls are really good, chat. Girls are really good, chat. You know? So Garnet's an interesting one here, okay? Garnet is an icon. We'll get to that. But I put Garnet in because obviously there's Ruby and Sapphire as well, and that whole relationship is highly coded as lesbian. And I mean highly coded. There's some awesomeness of Ruby being a tomboy. There's the loveliness of like them being together and getting married and just everything. So when I put Garnet in as an icon here, I really mean Garnet, Ruby and Sapphire. All icon. Harley Quinn, bisexual, also an icon. Harley Quinn is the definition of an icon, but goddamn is Harley Quinn an icon. Goddamn, Harley Quinn's badass. This is Pearl. Pearl is, again, a lesbian. There's a lot of lesbians, Jack. Get used to it. Pearl is a badass. I don't think she's as iconic as Garnet, but I think she's still a badass, you know? Like, when she gets her biker jacket and she, like, dates that punk rock chick, she's badass. This is Jobo Tupaki from, or Joy, from Everything Everywhere All at Once. She is, I believe, a lesbian, maybe bisexual. I mean, let's find out, shall we? Joy, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Joy, yeah, okay. So, Joy is a lesbian, and Jobo Tupaki is a lesbian. She is like the quote-unquote villain of Everything Everywhere All at Once. She is not an icon. That film's too new, and it's just one film. But she is a straight-up badass. And also, chat, Everything Everywhere All at Once, 10 out of fucking 10. That is the best film I have watched all year. It is better than Multiverse of Madness. It's better than anything else this year. It's better than fucking anything. I don't care. It's incredible. Go and watch that film. It's incredible. Okay? It's also out digitally if you don't want to go to cinema. I know how it is. This is... I cannot remember what her name is, chat. From Euphoria. Not trailer. Euphoria trans. What's her name? Jules. This is Jules from Euphoria. She is a trans woman, played by a trans woman, written by a trans woman. I don't think Euphoria is big enough for her to be an icon yet. I hope it gets big enough that she is, because it's maybe the best portrayal of a trans woman I've ever seen in media. Ever. But she's straight up badass. Straight up a badass. This is Cora. Cora is really cool. She is also a lesbian. She's the Avatar. You've seen Legend of Korra. I hope you have. If you haven't, what are you doing with your life? She's a badass, chat. She's a badass. She's the Avatar. She is definitely badass. This is, again, names are terrible here. This is... wait, no. I can't remember which one's which. Characters. Tsukimi Kurashita. So let's just say Kurashita. Wait, no, that's the nerdy girl. Here we go. Kodanasuke Koibuchi. So we're going to call him Suke, okay? This is Suke from Princess Jellyfish. He is a guy who really likes cross-dressing. And they don't try and play it as a trans thing. They don't try and play it as a weird thing. They just play it as, yo, this guy really likes cross-dressing and he's pretty fucking good at it. And it's kind of awesome. Like, Princess Jellyfish is really good. Me and Nikki cried at Princess Jellyfish, and it has the best opening of an anime, chat. It's so cool. He's pretty fucking cool. You know, he's top of pretty cool, though. I wonder if I can just very quickly, chat. We're just going to have a tease of this, okay? Because I worry about getting copyright struck. But I just need to show you this, okay? Look at this opening. Look at this opening, chat. I love it. It's just like loads of different films. God damn, that anime is great, chat. Go watch Princess Jellyfish. Loki, I don't care if you say he's okay. Loki is an icon, Pan, okay? Taking a character as big as Loki, as popular as Loki, and having him outright say, I'm bisexual, I dated men, I like men, is mwah. Icon level. This is Luz from the Owl House. She is also pretty cool. I can't remember if I put the other Owl House character. Where did I put Amity? I put Amity in pretty cool. I think Luz is better than Amity, so she gets, but she's not quite a badass. She's like high of pretty cool, you know? She's also a lesbian, by the way. This is Mad Moxie from Borderlands. She is pansexual. Mad Moxie's weird. I feel like Mad Moxie has a lot of problems in terms of her character portrayal, but never with her queerness, which is interesting. So I think she's like pretty cool. Plus, she's hot. Let's not lie. This is Max Caulfield. She is the other half of wherever it's gone. Chloe Price in Life is Strange. I think she's really lovely, but I don't think she's Chloe Price level. She's a bit too innocent and goody two shoes. But she's pretty cool. Getting there, chat. We're getting there. This is Gay Tony from Grand Theft Auto 4. With a name like that, you would think it's very bad, but actually, I think they write Gay Tony really well. I think like he owns being called Gay Tony. I think he wants to be called that. I think his character is really good. I think he's like near the top of pretty cool. I really like Gay Tony. This is again names, chat, names. From Sex Education. We want the cast. Nope. I want the TV show. We have Eric. That's his name. Eric Effiong. This is Eric from Sex Education. He is also gay. His character is really well done. He's like feminine but not trans. He's just gay and enjoys makeup and shit. He helps another person like understand their bisexuality. That show is really good. And yes, it is the new Doctor. The new Doctor is a black gay man, which is fucking cool. He's in pretty cool as well, though. He's not a badass yet. He's just really cool. Oh my god, names, chat. Names. I can't remember her name, but basically she's from Big Mouth. I really like that show. She's pansexual, but she's such bad reputation, chat. Representation. She's like the pans. Actually, I mean, she's good representation in the fact that I know people who are like this. But she's the pansexual who like has to let everyone know she's like pansexual and like acts like she's superior because she's like, well, I like everyone, so clearly I'm better than you, you know. And I've known people like that, but it doesn't mean it's good. It's bad representation. It's one of the few missteps that show has. That show usually does things really well. You know what? Actually, you know what? You're right. I just don't like them. No. It's bad. No. This is... Oh my god, what's her name? She's from Supergirl. Chat, this is so hard. Dreamer. This is Dreamer from Supergirl. She is a trans woman in the show, played by a trans woman in real life. She's a trans superhero, which is really cool. No one else. There's like other trans characters on here. None of them are superheroes. Like, it's pretty cool. It's straight up pretty cool, definitely. This is Nikki Nichols from Orange is the New Black. She is a lesbian, and she is maybe my favourite lesbian. Badass. Okay, I'll put her at the bottom of badass. She is my favourite lesbian in terms of just like being fucking gay as shit. She is gay and she ain't afraid to say it. I love it. She's a straight badass. In fact, I'm going to very quickly... we're going to see if we can find a good GIF to show you, chat, alright? Just because it's so good. Let's see if I can find a good one. Here we go. Like this. What, too hetero? I am a sexual Steve Jobs. I love her. I love her so much. She's so good, chat. She's so good. I collect orgasms. I love her. I love her. She's great. This is Kanji from Persona 4. He is, I believe, bisexual, maybe gay. I think bisexual, though. I think, like, he's handled better than Naoto. But there's still some weird stuff. Like, he gets bullied a lot for being, like, maybe gay. He's very flamboyantly gay. It's not good. It's not good. This is Nova from Pokemon. Which one is it? Nova, Pokemon. Which one is it? X and Y. From Pokemon X and Y, this is Nova, okay? So, this is an interesting one, chat. I want your opinion. She is coded as a trans woman. They straight up hint heavily at her being a trans woman, but never confirm it, and it's only ever brought up in one sentence, okay? It's handled really well. She's treated entirely like a woman otherwise. But I don't know. I think it's it's okay. I think so. Now, my girl Scorpia, however. My girl Scorpia, I don't want to call her badass because she's too, like, comfy to be a badass. But that's what I named the category. So she is indeed a badass. I don't think she's Icon. She's not Icon. She's not Double Trouble or Adora, you know? But she is, with Catra here, very top of badass. Creeping into Icon. Betrayed. This is Stevonnie. Stevonnie is an experience. Stevonnie is non-binary. Really, really cool. Some transness in there somewhere as well. Just really cool. Absolute badass. This is Birdo from Mario Chat. Birdo is a trans woman. Birdo is a trans woman that's so much better than... Oh, no. Oh, hey now. Let's not fight. Let's not fight, Pan, okay? Let's not fight. Birdo's weird because at first I thought Birdo was really bad representation. I thought, like, they just sort of, like, they glossed over it. They wanted to hide it. But the more I read into it, the more it's, like, actually kind of good. Like, they straight up say she's trans at first, and then they're like, no, she's just a woman. And then they're like, well, she is trans, but it doesn't matter, she's a woman. And it's kind of cool. She's pretty cool. This is Chris from Interspecies Reviewers. Go watch Interspecies Reviewers. It's very lewd, but also legitimately funny. It's very good. It's like a comedy around that's horny, basically. It's very good. Chris is intersex, which is something that we haven't had on this list yet. Or I think he's the only one even, which is kind of insane. He goes by he, him pronouns. He has both sets of genitalia. Kind of femmy. He's cool. He's cool. They play it for jokes because of comedy, but it's never like at his expense, you know? It's always like one of the things is like that out of all the main characters, he has the biggest dick, even though he has a vagina as well. And they're like, oh, that's so funny, but you know what I mean? But it's like not at his expense. It's like, oh, you're so much better than me, which I appreciate. He's pretty cool. This is Volgin from Metal Gear Solid 3. He is gay. I like Volgin as a character. I think he's the electricity. He makes a good villain. As representation, though, not great, chap. Not great. He like grabs guys' asses. He's like known to be a bit rapey. It's not great. It's not great. Not great. Not great. Tracer, on the other hand. Pan, you may murder me for this. I think Tracer is an icon. Like, I think she's more well known than a lot of these characters as a lesbian and like as a character. I think like people know Overwatch, and even if, regardless of how much I hate Blizzard, I just feel like she is, you know, like she is the face of that franchise, and she is the face of like new Blizzard and stuff. I feel like it's important. Oh, the dots hurt me. Look, I'll put Scorpia above Catra, okay? There you go. This is Loop from the Adventure Zone. She is also a trans woman. You can't have Tracer over Scorpia. I mean, I can. Look, I just did it. It's not about how cool they are. I like Scorpia better than Tracer, but I think Tracer is an icon, whereas Scorpia is just a really fucking badass character. You know? This is Loop. She is a trans woman from the Adventure Zone. They mention about her being a trans woman, otherwise it's never brought up in a good way. She is a straight up badass. I want to say she's an icon because I love her, but not many people know, and so therefore she's a badass. This is Taco, which is Loop's brother.
Thanks for following, Mooncake.
Oh, thank you so much. Eskiyoda-san, thank you very much for watching. Well, whatever, I'm tired. It's late. Thank you for watching and following. So yeah, Taco from the Adventure Zone, Loop's brother. He is gay, really lovely, also a badass. Again, these two, I want to say they're icons, but Taz just isn't big enough for them to be icons. Oh, hi Andy. I will go to sleep after this. We're nearly done. I promised I would do this. It's fine. This is Undyne. Undyne is also a lesbian. She is Alphys's lover. I think she's maybe bi actually, but you know, whatever. She ends up in a lesbian relationship. Undyne is cool. Oh, Pan, you hate me now, don't you? Undyne is cool. She's a badass. She is low badass, but she is a badass. This is Vamp from Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4. He is also gay. I think he's treated in terms of his gayness much better than Vulcan ever was. I think it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, this is all LGBTQ characters, Andy. Every character on here is either gay, lesbian, bi, pan, intersex, or trans. Every one of them. Captain Raymond Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Absolutely an icon. Fucking absolute icon. Like, he's a gay police chief in New York. And they don't shy away from it either. They talk multiple times about how him being gay is like kept him out of promotions and shit. It's so well done. Okay, this is Smithers from The Simpsons. Smithers is a weird one, right? Because like they didn't treat him as he was always like kinda gay, but then they specifically outed him, and I just don't like him. I just think he's a kind of boring character.
So
Holy shit!
People.
Oh my god! Thank you so much. Hey Zero Master. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you.
Thanks for following, Mooncake.
Thank you, Eskiyoda-san. And thank you, Sugar Bunny Studios, for following. Holy fuck, thank you. We are ranking queer characters. There's quite a lot of them. This is only ones that I could think of, basically. I made this list today. We're almost done, though. We're on the last one, because I can't remember the name of this movie. So, this is the couple from San Junipero, Black Mirror. They are lesbians. I almost want to say they're icons, just because that episode, but I don't know. I want chat's opinion. San Junipero, lesbian couple, icons or badass? Because I guess there is like the sad part of them like actually being in the afterlife and stuff, you know? It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Oh my god. Pan, come on now, bro. Alright, come on. They're gonna be badasses. They're badasses. They're not quite icons, unfortunately. I can't believe you're gonna make me do this. I'm moving Tracer down to badass. Okay? There you go. Alright, so we got chat. I cannot remember the name of this movie and it upsets me. It's a really good movie. But that's fine, whatever. So, here's our list of queer characters, okay? Bad representation. We've got Naruto from Persona 4. Erika from Catherine.
Emotional damage!
Cassandra from Doctor Who. The pansexual girl from Big Mouth, I can't remember the name of. Kanji from Persona 4. Volgin from Metal Gear Solid 3 and 5. Don't like them. Smithers from The Simpsons. Okay. Morrigan. The Nazis from Jojo Rabbit. Flea, I believe the name is. Ramona. Nova from Pokemon X and Y. Vamp from Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4. The pretty cool list, we've got Suke from Princess Jellyfish. Luz from The Owl House. Gay Tony from GTA 4. Alphys from Undertale. That took me too long. This guy, I can't remember his name, but he's from Sex Education, and the actor is going to be the next Doctor Who. Amity from The Owl House. Again, can't remember her name, but she's really cool. She's from For All Mankind. JJ Macclesfield from The Missing. Patty from The Simpsons. Azumi from Legend of Korra. Eleanor from The Good Place. Chris from Interspecies Reviewers. Birdo from Mario. Max from Life is Strange. Mad Moxie from Borderlands. Arcade Gannon from Fallout New Vegas. Can't remember her name, but she's the main character of But I'm a Cheerleader. Wallace from Wade Wallace, I think his name is, from Scott Pilgrim. Chris from Deltarune. Max, there's a lot of Maxes here, isn't there? Max from Black Sails. Badass, we've got Scorpia, Katra, both from She-Ra. Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The Punk Girl from Pride. Captain Flint from Black Sails. Zagreus from Hades. Stamets from Star Trek Discovery. Maddie from Celeste. Anne Bonny from Black Sails. Katie from Mitchells vs. Machines. Marceline from Adventure Time. Stevonnie from Steven Universe. Dreamer from Supergirl. Korra from Legend of Korra. Oh my god, Jules from Euphoria. Joba Tupaki from Everything Everywhere All at Once. Pearl from Steven Universe. Commander Shepard from Mass Effect. Poison Ivy from the amazing Harley Quinn animated show. Tracer from Overwatch. Chloe from Life is Strange. Ensign Mariner from Lower Decks. Nikki Nichols from Orange is the New Black. Loop and Taco from The Adventure Zone. Undyne from Undertale. The lesbian couple from San Junipero, Black Sails, Black Mirror. And in the icons, we've got Tony Ashton from Pride. Ellie from The Last of Us. Double Trouble and Adora from She-Ra. V from Arcane and League of Legends. Sailor Uranus and I think Jupiter from Sailor Moon. Poison from Final Fight. Gabrielle and Xena from Xena Warrior Princess. Ruby, Sapphire, Garnet from Steven Universe. Harley Quinn, who you all know. Loki from the MCU. And Captain Raymond Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I think that's a good list, chat. You may not agree with all of it, but I think it's a good list. If you want to make your own one, because you may disagree with me, cough cough pan pan, you can make your own one here. You can follow that link and make your own if you'd like. But yeah, makes me happy seeing this list, chat, you know? It makes me happy to see how many awesome LGBT characters there are in media. Like, look at how many great ones there are. There's only like 6 bad representations on one that I don't like. Everything else is like, most of them are pretty cool, badass or icons. Like, it's kind of amazing. We've really come a long way. I think perhaps the best part of this to me is over here in the top area, the amount of time, you know, from things that are really recent, like Katie from Mitchells vs. Machines, to things that are so old, like Sailor Moon or Poison, like they're from like the fucking 80s, you know? It's really cool. It's nice to see. Anyway, chat, that is going to do it for today. It is 1 AM where I am, which is insane. But yeah, that's going to do it. We are back tomorrow for day 10 of the Holiday Extravaganza, where we will be playing Phasmophobia in VR, because people donated me money, and now I have to play Phasmophobia in VR and probably die of a heart attack. So if you want to see that, keep an eye on my Twitter, Mimi_Moonbeam. I will be announcing the exact time tomorrow because I need to figure out when everyone's available. But yeah, other than that, give me a follow here. You'll get a notification when I go live. And yeah, just thank you for watching, really. You're all pretty fucking awesome. I am lucky to have a lovely chat like you. Truly. Even when I'm a cute little purple kitty. I will see you tomorrow, chat. Have lovely nights, lovely days, lovely mornings, wherever you are. Mwah. Bye.